The founder of the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame is the late Bruce Prentice. What he essentially envisioned was a museum of sport for Canada's most populous province. For the longest time, as Brian Williams knows, Ontario lagged behind the rest of Canada in recognizing its sporting heroes. Not anymore. And through the efforts of Mark Gravett and the tireless board, we have a Hall of Fame that we can all be proud of. This speaks to legacy and to vision. There are two kinds of champions when it comes to sport. Those people that win games or races, and then there are those who champion a cause and build something which makes people's lives enriched. Larry Tanenbaum is this year's recipient of the Bruce Prentice Legacy Award. Larry is that kind of champion, and his contribution to our sporting landscape has been gigantic. The 2025 recipient of the Bruce Prentice Family Legacy Award is Lawrence M. Tanenbaum, Chairman Emeritus of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment Limited, business leader and philanthropist. In the Toronto where Larry Tanenbaum came of age 60 years ago, the Maple Leafs were perennial Stanley Cup champions or finalists. Professional baseball was strictly minor league, and there hadn't been a National Basketball Association team in town since the Toronto Huskies folded in the summer of 1947. But his Toronto was and remains today a city of upward immigrant mobility and great possibilities for success in business, in education, and in life. The scrap metal, steel, cement, and asphalt businesses that the Tanenbaum family developed forged the physical foundation of Toronto's astonishing transformation from a tidy British imperial city into a North American colossus. And the success of those businesses, and many others, has enabled Larry to contribute generously to his hometown's greatest healthcare institutions and centers of scientific and commercial research. For much of his life, all that was missing was the NBA, until 1998, when Larry's long pursuit of a franchise came true, and the Raptors began their climb to a league championship. Today, combined with his share in the Leafs, the Argonauts, the new Toronto tempo of the Women's National Basketball Association, and a top French soccer club, Larry Tanenbaum is a leading figure in professional sport on two continents, a native Torontonian who has never stopped cheering for the city he calls home.
Your 2019 NBA champions, the Toronto Raptors.
Presenting tonight to Larry Tanenbaum will be board member and vice president of the Hall, Kamlay Nicola. But before we bring our honored inductee up to the stage, please watch the screens for this introduction from Canadian basketball great Leo Rautins.
Larry, I'm so sorry. I have to apologize. I thought we were doing this at your place in Palm Beach. Okay, am I allowed to say it's about time? Let me be clear. The Ontario Sports Hall of Fame is a place you have always belonged and should have been in a long time ago. Think about it. If it wasn't for you, the Hall of Fame would be a pretty quiet place, considering how many athletes you've helped get in. But, hey, don't feel bad, Larry. I was the first basketball guy in after James Naismith, and he invented the game in, 1891? Larry, I've always admired you for your success, humanity, grace, and elegance. You're a man of tremendous stature, yet you're a family man and carry yourself with an approachable humility that makes you even more impressive and relatable. The impact that you have had on sports the game of basketball in Ontario and across Canada, and those you touched along the way is immeasurable. But don't just take my word for it.
I can't think of anyone who's done more to develop sports in Ontario than my friend Larry Tanenbaum. And when it comes to the growth of basketball in Canada, Larry has been a driving force, if not the driving force. As the longtime governor of the Raptors and now the Toronto Tempo, as chairman of the NBA Board of Governors, and as a firm believer in the power of sports to make a difference in people's lives. Congratulations, Larry, on your induction into the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Mr. T, on being inducted into the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame. Well deserved. And on a personal note, I want to thank you for your patience, your time, the commitment you gave to me and the Raptors when I was the coach that gave me the opportunity to be the best that I could be in 2007's Coach of the Year. And on those rare occasions, and some of you fans may remember, I did have, from time to time, I would get myself in a little trouble with my comments. 0, 0, 0, 0, one of them. But on those occasions when I was called to your office, you always set me down and you always talked to me like as if I was your son. And I appreciate that. Yeah, we would sit down and talk about how I could do things better. But you also, when I left your office, I felt like I was a better coach and a better person for it. So again, congratulations, Mr. T, and thank you. And I want to thank all the other coaches of the year who've been there under your tutelage in Toronto. We all are thankful for the opportunity that you provided us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Tanenbaum, on being inducted in the Sports Ontario Hall of Fame. It was an honor to play for you for 9 years. Now it's even more so an honor to see you get inducted. You're more than deserving. Congratulations again to you and your family. Wish you all the best.
Congratulations, Mr. Tanenbaum. You mean the world to me. This is a great accomplishment. You and your wife accepted me and my family with welcome arms. You're a great father, husband, grandfather, mentor, and most importantly, a great friend. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Larry. Nobody deserves it more than you, and nobody's made a bigger impact in Canada than you in sports. Congratulations, as I call you, T-Time. Let me tell you something, buddy. Proud of you, man. Congrats to you and the family. Great job.
Mr. Tanenbaum, it's Mike Pinball Clemens here, and your life is like a Disney movie of success, perseverance, and impact. You've triumphed immensely while keeping your family intact. It's been an incredible ride with your bride by your side. What's left to say is you did it right, and you more than deserve this award tonight. Excellence abounds.
Yes, Larry, you really did do it right. You're living proof of the power of sports and the impact and potential they can have to bridge divides, promote cultural understanding, and inspire generations, making them a vital force in shaping society. It's my honor to now welcome you, Larry Tanenbaum, as a 2025 inductee to the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame and also as a recipient of the Bruce Prentice Legacy Award. Cheers and congratulations, Larry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest inductee to the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame, legacy builder, Mr. Larry Tanenbaum.
Thank you. Thank you. Our Leafs also won tonight in overtime. 2-1. Austin scored the overtime goal. I know. Thank you very much, Scott, for that kind introduction. That was unbelievable. Some dear friends and just great. So I thank the hall. I thank the board there for choosing us. So thank you very much. It's a real honor to be here tonight at the Ontario Sports Hall of Fame Gala with just really so many friends and colleagues past and present, to celebrate the rich legacy of sports in this province. I'm thrilled to join this prestigious group of fellow inductees here tonight. Curtis, Howie, Vicky, Glenroy, Paul, Elizabeth, Scott, Summer, and my beloved 2019 Raptors team over there. Thank you. I'm really just so privileged to be in your company and to share this moment with you. Tonight is a true honor to be accepting an award named for Bruce Prentice, who established this important organization with a mission to ensure that the legacy of sports heroes will never be forgotten and will continue to inspire future generations. I spent a good part of my career helping to build championship caliber sports franchises in our great city of Toronto. And a question that's often asked of me is where it all started. What first sparked my interest in sports? Well, when my dear wife Judy and I were at Cornell University, I was the student manager of the Cornell's Big Red hockey team. And in 1967, when our team won the NCAA championship, behind the superb goaltending of the late, great Ken Dryden, my thirst for being part of winning teams was ignited. Then, some 30 years ago, I invested in Maple Leaf Gardens Limited, now MLSE, and over the years we've had some incredible wins, including one we're celebrating again tonight with our Raptors 29 NBA World Championship. I've always been and continue to be passionate about bringing championship teams to our city and to our country, and seeing the pride that our teams bring not only to Toronto sports fans, but to fans really across the country. It's truly remarkable. Whether it's from our Raptors, TFC, Marlies, Argos, Leafs, or in May of 2026 when our WNBA team, Tempo, tip off at Coca-Cola Coliseum, championship visions are always on our minds. I've seen how our teams inspire future generations to play and grow into better versions of themselves through the skills and discipline learned through sport. I've referenced Nelson Mandela's famous quote many times. He said, sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. It is more powerful than government in breaking down racial barriers. It's this that drives my passion and commitment to sports in this country and the city. It's the legacy that I want to leave for our next generation. Thank you all for tonight's honor and your acknowledgement of my long-time contribution to sports in Ontario. We've done a lot together, and there's still a lot of exciting things to come. A Stanley Cup for one. Thank you.